We're here at the Edmonton International Airport to tell you about the real terror in the skies, the terror the media doesn't want you to know about.
You won't find stories like these on CNN or the BBC. What we're going to tell you is exactly as we're telling it, and it's very, very sensitive. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Mac, and this is the terror the media doesn't want you to know about. So I'm Mac, and I'm sitting here with...
Donald?
Donald, alright. Donald, are you afraid of flying?
I would say no, in general.
Mark, how are you doing today?
Fine, thank you.
Are you afraid of flying at all?
I would have to say no unless I get some turbulence while we're flying, but other than that, no, not really.
Daniel, how are you doing today?
Not too bad.
Are you flying or picking somebody up?
I'm flying out today.
Are you afraid of flying or not really?
No, I've been flying a lot, so it's no big deal.
Dora, how are you today?
Not bad.
Did you just come back from somewhere?
I came back from the United States.
Are you afraid of flying or not really?
No, I'd say I'm average, so not really.
Joseph, how are you doing today? Are you traveling?
No, I'm waiting for my daughter from Vancouver.
Okay. Are you afraid of flying?
No.
Are you afraid of flying, Laura?
Not a bit.
Not a bit?
Not a bit.
So I'm here with...
Misty.
And Trevor.
And the puppy's name?
Gizmo.
Gizmo. Hi, Gizmo. So are you guys traveling today? Or are you picking somebody up?
Picking someone up.
Are you afraid of flying at all?
No.
No.
Do you think that the stewardess people are trained in case something went wrong on the plane?
I would certainly hope so. Yeah.
I would hope so too, for your sake.
No, I would say generally no, but obviously you make judgments based on their initial presentation of the safety features, and some of them, well, they usually exude a pretty confident air. So no, I'd say generally I don't worry about that.
Do you think you guys use security screeners? Do you do a good job to protect everyone, or do you sometimes miss things, do you think?
I think from what I've seen, and like I say, I'm from the Maritimes, I've been in a lot of different airports, I would say that the Edmonton International Airport is one of the best.
Did you have faith that the stewardess people would be able to help you if something went wrong?
No.
No?
Not at all.
You don't think they're trained properly, or?
Not even close.
Do you guys think the ban on liquids is appropriate? Do you think that's like a reasonable measure to take?
I think so, if it's going to try and help, just save lives and with the situation that has occurred, yeah.
Do you think that's appropriate? Or?
I don't even want to get started on that. I think it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
What do you think about the liquid ban? Is it scary, or do you think it's appropriate?
I have no problems with it. I mean, people just have to be prepared, I guess. So, I know for myself, I'm not putting anything in my carry-on luggage. So no, I have no problems with it whatsoever.
Or what are your thoughts on the liquid ban?
I think under the circumstances it's reasonable. It's certainly inconvenient prior to flights having to sort of discard a lot of different things, but once you're through, I'm probably glad that they've done it. I feel a bit more secure myself.
What about objects? I know there's the ban on liquids now. Do a lot of people still bring in the liquids, or?
No, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. They're pretty much, it's the safety of the public, so they pretty well are following the rules, and that's a good thing.
Doug, how you doing today?
Not too bad.
What do you do here at the airport?
Baggage handler.
Baggage handler. So you handle lots of suitcases, luggage, all that kind of thing?
You got her, yeah.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen? Have you seen some weird stuff inside those bags?
We don't look inside. We've had stuff fall out of bags. Yeah.
Anything strange? Any animals?
Well, the animals usually come on in kennels, that kind of thing.
Have you ever had a snake?
We have shipments come in for pet shops and stuff, but they're usually crated up.
Do the snakes ever get loose, or have you ever seen a snake loose?
No.
So we're still here. We've talked to a few people already, and we've got the answers we pretty much expected.
Yeah, pretty much, people do not know about the real terror in the skies.
So I think it's time we maybe start asking them about it to see if we can get to the real heart of the issue.
Because after all, me and Mac are very, very socially conscious people. It's time to make you aware.
Everyone needs to know about the terror threat the media does not want you to know about.
Snakes on a motherfucking plane.
Let's get started. No. Are you afraid of snakes?
No.
What if there were snakes on the plane? Would you be afraid of the snakes on the plane?
If it come out, rapidly, yeah, probably, yeah.
Now, Donald, are you afraid of snakes?
Generally, no. I don't have any particular phobia of snakes, but if there was a poisonous snake close by, I'd avoid it.
Are you afraid of snakes?
No, I just talking to somebody on the plane who told me not to, that they're not very frightening, so.
What about snakes? Are you afraid of snakes?
Yep, I don't like them much.
What if there was snakes on your flight? Like hundreds of venomous snakes all over your plane?
I wouldn't be getting on.
What if you're already 35,000 feet in the air when you found out there were snakes on the plane?
Then I would presume that the people who are in charge would definitely take control.
Yeah, you think the stewardess would be able to save you from the snakes?
Yeah.
Do you guys ever seen weird things in airplanes?
Not really. Like, what do you mean?
I don't know. Let's say, have you ever seen a snake on a plane?
No.
Are you guys afraid of snakes?
Well, I don't like to touch them.
No, I don't like snakes in general.
Now, Mark, are you afraid of snakes?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
What about snakes? Are you afraid of snakes?
Snakes on a plane?
Well, snakes first, but yeah, if there were snakes on the plane, would you be afraid?
Probably. Depends what kind of snakes.
What if there was thousands of venomous snakes? Would you be afraid?
Yeah, I'd be pretty scared.
If they're like big venomous snakes, like lots of them, you'd be afraid?
Yeah.
Do you think the stewardess people would be able to rescue you from the snakes?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, do you think they're trained in how to deal with wild animals like snakes?
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah. Well, what about if someone brought in a snake? What would you guys do if someone tried to bring a snake through security?
I'm not sure about reptiles, but dogs, cats, things like that, they pretty well, it goes according to the airline.
What if there were snakes on your flight? What if there were snakes on the plane?
Snakes on the plane? No, I don't think that would bother me. Again, unless someone let them get loose somehow on a plane, it'd be cause for concern.
Okay, now let's assume the snakes were loose on the plane. Would you feel safe if Samuel L. Jackson was there to save you?
Samuel Jackson being an actor would give me absolutely no reassurance whatsoever.
Even after seeing his performance, say, in Shaft or as Mace Windu?
I would say particularly after seeing the performances.
Would you be afraid of snakes if they were on the plane?
I have a genuine respect for snakes. I used to work at a pet shop and I handled a lot of snakes.
So when you say genuine respect, is that like you try to stay away from them, or?
I respect them, I give them their distance. They're like a sports car. You look at them, but you don't touch them.
Would you be afraid of snakes if they were on the plane?
I think I'd be a little more afraid of flying than of the snake.
Oh, really? Of the plane than the snake?
Yeah, because I think the snake would be tamed or in a cage or something.
Well, what if there was like 100 venomous snakes loose on the plane?
Oh yeah, definitely I'd be afraid because I wouldn't know what to do.
Now imagine, if you will, there were 100 venomous snakes on the plane.
Yes.
Would you then be afraid?
I would be petrified.
Do you think the WestJet people would be able to save you?
Probably not.
What about Samuel L. Jackson? Do you think he could save you on the plane?
Based on his new movie, I'm sure he'd be able to save us all, yes.
Yeah. So you have faith in Samuel L. Jackson?
I have total faith in Samuel L. Jackson.
Do you guys think there should be a ban on snakes on planes?
Well, they maybe should be where the passengers are. Maybe they could have their own little area.
Like in the cargo or something?
Well, they should, or they could have their own nice area. Okay.
So like a snake enclosure on the plane or something?
Like their little condo area or something.
Well, what if there was like 100 venomous snakes on the plane though and they got out? Would you guys be scared?
Yeah, I would be scared.
Well, what would you do, sir?
Well, I think if a snake is on a plane, it should be in its own crate.
Yeah.
Where it can't get out. So if there was 100 venomous snakes, there should be in their crates locked up.
Yeah.
That guaranteed couldn't be opened.
Do you think Samuel L. Jackson would be able to save you?
Yeah, I'd trust him before I'd trust the stewardess anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think anyone else might be able to do a better job than Samuel L. Jackson?
No, he's probably the best.
Yeah.
But what if someone like Samuel L. Jackson was on the plane? Do you know who Samuel L. Jackson is?
No. What?
He's an actor. He was in, say, Shaft, the movie Shaft, Star Wars. He was in Star Wars.
Okay. So
He's like an action movie star, right? Do you think he'd be able to handle the snakes?
Probably not.
Probably not? No. What if there was 100 venomous snakes on your plane? What would you do?
Get off the airplane.
But you're at 35,000 feet, sir.
That's a good question. What would you do?
Would you feel safe if Samuel L. Jackson was on your flight?
No.
Do you know who Samuel L. Jackson is?
Yeah, right? A movie star?
Yeah, he's a movie star. Do you think he'd be able to protect you from the snakes?
Well, he's got the training, he would be able to.
Do you think anybody else would do a better job than Samuel L. Jackson? You think of another action star who might be better?
another action star who might be better.
Or do you have like a favorite actor?
No, where snakes are concerned, I think Samuel will do.
Can you think of any? Do you have a favorite actor?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite actor?
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts. Do you think Julia Roberts would be able to deal with the snakes on the plane?
Probably not.
No. Do you think she'd scare them to lull them into a sleep because she's so beautiful?
Probably yes.
Yeah. Do you think someone else might have done a better job, like say Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris wouldn't be bad. Bruce Willis would probably be quite good. Possibly even someone like Wesley Snipes or someone that I think might do a good job as well. So.
Wesley Snipes is a good choice. I didn't even think of him. What about Samuel L. Jackson? Do you think he'd be able to protect you from the snakes?
I think so. Yeah.
Can you think of any other actor who might do a better job, or do you think Sam's the man?
Sam's the man.
So let's say the snakes got loose. Okay. Do you think Samuel L. Jackson would be able to protect you from the snakes? And you guys know who that is, right? Famous actor. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think he'd be able to protect you?
No.
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 No. We have to fend for ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean,
We'd pray a lot.
venomous snakes for 100 of them wouldn't have a chance.
But if none of them are in the kennel, then maybe I would get in the kennel. Because if they're not there, then I'll be there.
That's some smart thinking. You don't think Samuel L. Jackson could protect you from the snakes?
No.
Well, the stewardess certainly don't have training, right? I mean, Samuel L. Jackson, he is a movie star. He's an action star.
He's a good actor. He's a great actor. I like him a lot as an actor.
All right, now when you hear the word terror, what kinds of things do you think of?
Propaganda. I'll sum it up with just propaganda.
When you guys hear the word terrorist, who do you think of? What groups or people do you think of?
Osama and his...
Al-Qaeda.
You guys don't think of snakes? Because I think of snakes.
No, I don't think
I've never
of
thought of
snakes.
snakes.
No.
Never.
No.
Do you think the ban on liquids is a good thing?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you think there should also be a ban on snakes?
On board airplanes? Oh yeah. You bet. Yeah.
Snakes are the real terror on our flights.
Are they? Really? Because people are transporting snakes?
Because there's 100 venomous snakes on the plane, you're toast. Like you said, they're going to get you. We've talked to baggage people today, security screeners. There's no preparedness for snakes.
Really?
Does that make you feel safe?
Yeah, but what are the odds of that many snakes being on a plane, though?
But let's say it happens. Then poor Gizmo here.
They could swallow him. Yeah.
You never know.
Well, if that would happen, then yeah, it would be catastrophe.
Yeah.
Catastrophe. Catastrophic.
Yeah.
Don't you think the people have a right to be protected from the snakes?
Well, sure. But by the same token, snakes have a right to be protected from people as well.
That's a good point. That's a good point, sir. This is one man for the snakes. All right. Have you heard of the movie Snakes on a Plane, sir?
Actually, I hadn't, but until moments ago I was sitting at the Tim Hortons and I saw it on the cover of some media thing, but I didn't take the time to read it.
So you don't know about the movie. It's about snakes on a plane, obviously, and Samuel L. Jackson is there to save all the people on the plane from the snakes. So it's a movie. Knowing that it's a movie and he's an actor, do you think maybe someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger would have done a better job?
I have absolutely no idea.
The Governator?
The Governator. In fact, I've just come back from San Francisco where the Governator is presently, but no, I find it kind of a bit ridiculous, the notion of snakes being loose on a plane being any cause for major concern.
Well, have you heard of the movie? It's called Snakes on a Plane, coming out Friday.
Yes.
Are you going to go see the movie?
I don't know. I probably will. My husband would.
I would think you should go see it just to make fun of the security screeners, because I don't think they do a very good job in the movie.
Oh, really?
I think they actually let the snakes on, or they give Samuel L. Jackson a hard time at least.
Okay, that definitely wouldn't be good.
Are you interested in seeing the movie on Friday? Are you going to go check it out, Snakes on a Plane?
There have been so many movies that I haven't seen this summer. I'll probably catch it on disc.
Are you planning to see the movie on Friday?
I've seen it. Well, I probably won't go to theaters and see it. I'll probably wait till it comes out in DVD or something like that.
All right. Well, we're talking about Snakes on a Plane. It's a movie coming out on Friday. Would you be interested in seeing the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about snakes on the plane, and Samuel L. Jackson rescues everyone.
Oh, really?
Are you planning to see Snakes on a Plane this Friday?
No.
Oh, come.
I'll see it eventually. I doubt I'd go to a movie. It's $11. I don't know. Every movie I've been to in the last 2 2 months has been terrible, so I gave up.
But it's snakes on a plane. It's going to be great.
There are snakes on a motherfucking plane.
Exactly. All right, $11 and a ban on liquids. This man is not happy. Well, the movie's called Snakes on a Plane. It comes out Friday, starring Samuel L. Jackson. Have you guys heard of the movie?
No. No.
Are you interested to see it now that you know about the threats that there could be?
I wouldn't see it. No.
We'd rent it.
Well, it would instill fear,
Yeah.
and like we're Christians, right?
Yeah, we are.
And
So we want to live by freedom.
the Word of God doesn't.
Yeah.
But maybe Samuel L. Jackson would give you hope that if such a thing were to happen, there's someone out there who could protect you.
Jesus gives us hope. So, yeah.
All right, well, promise me one thing, Lorna. If you ever see a snake, make sure you don't let it on the plane.
Absolutely not. Not by me, anyway.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so as you can see, we're getting ready to leave the airport here after talking to some people.
Yeah, we've got a clipboard full of media releases and quite a bit of insight about people, what they think about terror and snakes.
It's very clear to us at this point that people are not ready for the real terror in the skies. People are not, they don't know anything about the snake threat.
That's right. I think government and the people need to work together if we're going to counter the snake threat.
We are going to come up with a 5-step plan that will enable government to train the people we need to be trained to keep our skies safe from the snake threat.
That's right. We really can't afford to have our flights being invaded by snakes.
I mean, we can't put Samuel L. Jackson on every single flight.
That's right. Well, maybe a black FBI officer on every flight, but not Samuel L. Jackson. That's not the same.
No, and they need to have snake training like only Samuel L. Jackson does.
That's right. I'm thinking a good training regimen of, the Shaft movie and Mace Windu, perhaps. Maybe Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, they need to learn the skills, the mad skills.
That's right. So hopefully, people adopt our policies and we'll see a lot less snakes on a lot less motherfucking planes.
Definitely. Well, thank you to everyone who we talked to today and to the Edmonton International Airport for not arresting us. Although we found out they don't have a policy about videotaping, so that was cool.
Yeah, and see, we told you we weren't going to make fun of you.
Go see the movie. Opens Friday. Snakes on a Plane starring Samuel L. Jackson.
Be there.
Remember, we need to put a barrier between us and the snakes.